Hey everyone, and welcome to another cast for HD Phoenix. I have once again another game on the Korean servers by mOOnGLaDe. He is going to be here on downunder Caverns in a 2 o'clock position, and in the 7 o'clock position is going to be PhoenixWerra, very well-known pro gaming Korean clan. Unfortunately, part of their reputation came from a particular scandal. Most of you will most likely know about it, but if you don't, let's just say it was really ugly, and it actually led to the clan's disbandment. Now, it's not over for the WeRRa clan. Actually, Vestige has actually gathered most of the old members under a new banner. So they're now under a new pro gaming clan called Pros, which actually stands for Pro Gaming Supreme, I believe it is. I'm gonna definitely have to check on that. But this is gonna be a ZVZ. It's gonna be very interesting because, like most mirror matches, it's the tiny little mistakes and the little things that's going to set the players apart. But the thing is, this is going to be on downunder Caverns. If you know anything about this map, your natural is super far away from your main. You probably need what, 1, 2, 3, 4 creep teamers just to connect the two. And look at the rush distance between these two bases. It's going to be really long. So it's going to be interesting to see what each players do, because on some maps like Lost Temple or other maps with close spawns like Scrap Station, or what's another one, like Steps of War, you can get your Overlord there in time to see the spawning pool. But look at this, the spawning pool is already dropped. Glade's going to open with 14 pool, 13 gas. And similarly, no, PhoenixWerra is going to open up with a 13 gas, 12 pool. And so he's going to get his links out slightly faster. It's telling me that PhoenixWerra is going to go for some kind of speed link build, where right now for Glade it's a little bit undecided. He could still go roaches, but usually fast Zerglings and the Banelings is the name of the game in ZVZ. But as I was saying, the Overlord is going to go there and he's not going to see anything. And both of them are opting not to send a scout. So both of them are playing completely blind right now. So it's going to be interesting to see what each player does. And right now there's only two really big schools of thought. Is either you get Speedlings out into Zerglings, and then what you try to do is you try to get your one attack. Because one attack on Zerglings does huge amounts of damage. If you have a Zergling that has one attack, it moves from 5 damage to 6 damage. That's 20% more damage. So if you had 10 lings, as if that they are like 12 lings. But very interestingly enough, Glade is not going to meet even a single Zergling. And he's just going to go straight for roaches. And this is a really early Evo chamber. So perhaps because he knows that if he's on 1 gas, he's going to have enough gas for 100, so most likely going to want to get the armor carapace. Because as I said, if one attack for Zerglings is really good because you bump their attack from 5 to 6, then 1 armor on a roach upgrade would bump the Zerglings attack, the enemy Zerglings attack, from 5 to 4, making them 25% less effective. So it's really going to come down to the upgrade, but actually Glade is going to opt for missile attacks instead. So total goof, I'm not calling this right at all. But yeah, I think he's going to be fine. These Zerglings are, because of the huge rush distance, he doesn't have to worry about any form of early Zergling pressure. These Zerglings are very late to the party. And yeah, we have three roaches against 6 Zerglings, and yeah, 1 Zergling goes splat immediately. PhoenixWerra knows that his opponent is going straight into roach tech, and he really should have just cancelled those the Zerglings, I guess. Let's look at the income tab. Yeah, he is behind by 3 harvesters, and because he spent all his lava on these Zerglings. So on the field we have 14 lings, about 13 now that one's died. So that's 7 lava. So far only Glade has only spent 3 lava on units. And looking at the income tab, yeah, it's still 3 harvesters ahead. But so far it's going to probably develop into more of a macro style game, because both of them actually have PhoenixWerra, interestingly enough, has a very early lair. Also Glade also has his lair up. But both of them are getting double gas really quickly. So most likely we are going to see some kind of mutalist play, because it's really hard to secure your expansion on this map, simply because it's such the long distance. Because if you're guarding your natural, you can't guard your ramp, and Zergling run-bys are extremely potent on this map. So right now mOOnGLaDe is just focusing purely on his economy until he can get enough units to push out. So he is making 4 more roaches right now. But you know, he should be looking to completely saturate his mineral line before he does that. He's up to 23, so that's pretty good. But he probably needs another 5 or 6 more just to reach full saturation. And looking at the units tab, PhoenixWerra knows that if he comes into a real battle, once there are a critical number of roaches, and they are a critical amount, +1 weapons has finished. So this is the timing attack that Glade wants to have. Now, people always ask, what is a timing attack? The timing attack is when you have an advantage over your opponent. And if you have 1 attack and your opponent has nothing, then that is a timing window. Now, what does a timing window come at? 2 minutes, 4 minutes, 8 minutes? It doesn't matter. It's timing windows is always about, because every game is different. It's going to be about when do you have the advantage that the enemy doesn't. But this is really, really bad on Phoenix's part. Looking at the units tab, he does have a significant number of roaches, and he is going to try to pop off the queen. He does pop off the queen, but these Zerglings are going to tank very, very well for the roaches, and mOOnGLaDe is going to have to retreat. His speed for Glade reconstitution. His roach speed is going to be done really, really soon. He's going to be able to outrun this army. But looking at the armies tab, Glade is still ahead. He does have more roaches on the way, but he is going to retreat, and he has missiles too on the way. But right now, PhoenixWerra is way behind. He doesn't have any upgrades at all except for speed. And on the armies tab, he is slightly ahead. But if Glade is on the defensive, and okay, never mind, Glade just made a crap more roaches. But did I just miss a contaminate? Yeah, there is a contaminate by PhoenixWerra. So remember the 4 overseer play that was done by Soft? It's already 8 minutes into the game. It's way too late to do that. So this is most likely going to just be a single overseer, just to delay lava a little bit and irritate Glade, because he is on one base. But looking at that, well, I don't know if I agree with this. PhoenixWerra is, well, is he saturated? Well, he is. Yeah, he's purely saturated in his main, but I don't know if he should be ballsy enough to get this expansion, because if you look at it, Glade is just making nothing but roaches right now, and he most likely, once this missile attack 2 is done, he's going to make a timing attack. And if PhoenixWerra doesn't get some spine crawlers, I really like the fact that he's spreading his creep through these overloads, but he really does need some spine crawlers, because spine crawlers do fantastically well against roaches. They have a lot of health, they're good range, and what you can do is you can if your spine crawler is here, you can sit your roaches in front and guard your spine crawler, and it does a lot of damage. PhoenixWerra is getting a lot of his scouting, but notice that Glade, he's pulling back his roaches. He's not letting Phoenix see how many roaches that he has, and that's really, really critical, because looking at the army tab, it is 1008 over 1003, and on the production tab, Phoenix is making roaches, 1 roach, and he is lava locked right now. He's completely lava locked. But if Phoenix knew how many roaches that Glade has, he would be making nothing but attacking units. He'd be dropping like 3-4 spines, but he's not, because he's like, okay, you know, it's going to go into the mid game. Maybe he's going to get like Mutaling. So the overseer is going to pop in here, but look at that. Missile is almost completed, and there goes the army by Glade. This is going to be a crushing attack. Looking at the army's tab, 2,200 versus 1,007, and more importantly, they are 0-0. No attack, no armor. These roaches have 2 attack, and we already even have Carapace level 1 on the way. And these overlords are going to see this huge army, and this is going to be a deadly clash. But oh, Phoenix is actually going to... This is weird. I don't know what Phoenix is trying to do. He knows that he's going to lose the engage, so he's actually going to go for what I think is going to be a base trade. Yeah, he's going for a base trade. He's pulling his drones away. So the thing is, if it comes down to a base trade, he can hide these drones around the map and make hatcheries such that he doesn't lose the game. But it's going to come down to who can kill whose buildings faster. But the thing is, if Glade kills off this entire building, and Phoenix is going to make sure that none of these drones escape. There are drones escaping by Glade also to make hatcheries. So both of them are in a pretty comfortable position. Phoenix is hiding his drones all the way up here. But it looks like Glade is not going to go for a base race. He's actually going to try to come back to save his hive. But there is nothing here. The 4 or 5 roaches that he made is going to go down. And these drones are desperately trying to focus down this 1 roach, but it's just not going to happen. And even some nice micro there by Phoenix. He's able to save his 1 roach, but it's not going to be enough. And the lair goes down. So both of them are down to no bases. He's trying to snipe out this roach warren. He knows that he cannot engage Glade's army one-on-one, but the thing is he has no lair, he has no hatchery. So once all these roaches fall, I don't see how Phoenix is going to be able to win this game. Where are those drones? Yeah, okay, the drones are back in the base, and yeah, he's going to drop a hatchery. And once that, yeah, there he goes. PhoenixWerra, being the nice Korean he is, very polite, does GG and has left the game. But wow, like I play Zerg and I love ZVZs because it's so usually micro intensive, but that wasn't. That was very macro based. And this right here, this Evo Chamber won the game right here. This very, very, very early Evo Chamber. he started +1 missiles almost immediately, and immediately after missiles 1 was done, he made missiles 2, and he did 2 timing attacks. When missiles 1 was completed, he pushed up with 7 or 8 roaches, and when his missiles 2 was ready, he pushed up with about 20 roaches, and he was making more. Brilliant, brilliant timing attack, and PhoenixWerra knew that if he went head on, he had no spine claws, he would have lost for sure. At least he tried for the base race. It didn't work, of course, because, but hey, you never know, you might as well try. The thing I like about Koreans is they never ever give up, Hydra, you need to learn a couple of things from these guys, but yeah, never ever give up, because you always have a chance, and you might as well just play it out to the end. But what a game, and hopefully, hopefully I can cast more high-level games. I know I've been casting a lot of Glade games. If you have a high-level replay, make sure you send it to hdphoenix with a double X at gmail.com, and I'll be sure to cast your games. I think I have a Tenderstick versus Filthy game, and HGHX versus Oxygen. So I'll try to get those done within the next few days before I fly off again. Alright guys, this is HD Phoenix, signing out.